Not everyone is meant to marry or have a partner. You may wonder, will I be single forever? How will I know if I'm destined for singleness? It is time to consider the reasons why you have remained single. Some people can be happy being single forever, whereas others may be unhappy living life alone. Whether you marry or remain single, both are beneficial in their own right. If you're wondering, look for these indicators. Let's talk about the top 10 signs that you are probably meant to be single. Welcome to Prime Countdown. You are what you think about. We create a new video every week, so be sure to subscribe for more interesting content and hit the bell icon so you won't miss our latest uploads. Let's go on to our list. Number 10. You have never been in a relationship, or your past relationships made you realize that you prefer being single. Not everyone who has never been in a relationship is destined to remain single for the rest of their lives. Some people simply discover their first love later in life. This, however, can reveal information about your heart's condition. If you've never been in a relationship because you're not attracted to anyone, it means you're unique. During adolescent years, most men are attracted to and fall madly in love with others. You are exceptional if you have never experienced this. You may have previously been in relationships. However, your experiences may have taught you that you are better off alone than with a partner. Number 9. You cannot see yourself spending your life with someone, or you prefer to do your own thing. If you have never had or cannot see yourself having a family with a partner, you may be destined to be single for the rest of your life. Being in a committed relationship entails making most major decisions with your partner. Even seemingly simple decisions, such as going on a weekend trip with friends, necessitate a discussion with your partner when you are married or in a serious relationship. If you want to be able to do whatever you want without regard for another person's feelings or preferences, staying single forever may be the best option. You'll probably be happier doing your own thing and not having to worry about anyone else. Number 8. You do not long for a partner, or you have no desire to be in a relationship. It can be difficult to accept being single forever if you want to find the love of your life. On the other hand, if you simply do not desire a relationship, you may be happier remaining single forever. The contentment of being single forever will eliminate the desire to be loved and to be loved in return. If this is you right now, you're probably ready to live your life without a partner. However, this alone does not prove that you are better off being single. This can also be a phase in your life when you are enjoying life on your own. It is still possible to change your mind once you meet someone who can make you fall in love again. Number 7. You have been trained to be independent or self-sufficient, and you believe you can live on your own. If you have lived independently and on your own your entire life, it means you can meet all of your needs without relying on anyone else. You can solve your own problems without the help and support of others. Signs that you are self-sufficient and ready for a lifetime of singlehood. One advantage is that you can happily travel alone. Another point is that you are perfectly fine eating out, watching a movie at the theater, or going shopping on your own. You also enjoy the peace of living alone in a place you can call your own. Number 6. You do not envy your friends who have partners or families. You are not pressured because the majority of your batchmates and friends have already settled down. You feel at ease hanging out with your best friends who can't stop talking about their babies and their happy married lives. You don't feel envious of people your age who have found love and started families. You're happy with your current situation, and you don't mind standing out from the crowd. Remember that many people are pushed into marriage only because they do not want to be left behind. Number 5. You have the impression that no one ever meets your standards. Some people are content with being single. They have high expectations of their partners, and they believe they are unachievable. If none of the people you have dated have lived up to your expectations, it's possible that you weren't meant to have a relationship with anyone, and you'll be happier without a partner. If you don't want to be single forever, you may have to lower your standards to an achievable level. Number 4. You enjoy your freedom or independence, find happiness in being alone, or find peace in being single. Having a partner can make some people feel trapped, as if they've lost their freedom and are missing out on things they'd rather be doing. If this describes you, you may be better off remaining single forever. Some people prefer to be alone. They are self-assured and are happiest when they are on their own, pursuing their interests. If you are happier alone, you can probably live happily ever after. Being at peace with the decision to remain single is the best indicator that it is your destiny. Even if others don't get it, you're not confused with yourself. Number 3. You have a lifestyle that is more suited to the single life. You are free to do whatever you want, which can be difficult when you have a partner. You have a successful career and spend a lot of time traveling or working long hours. Your lifestyle may simply be better suited to being single. Number 2. You are afraid of commitment or have trust issues. If you are not ready to commit, you may turn away potential partners. If you are so afraid of responsibility that you are unwilling to settle down with a long-term partner, you may have to accept that you will be single for the rest of your life. Trust issues can also make it difficult to find a suitable partner. You may be so afraid of having your heart broken that you believe it is safer to remain single forever. Having trust issues makes you want to live alone so you will never get hurt again. If you can't overcome your difficulty to trust others, being single may be the better option. Otherwise, you'll have to learn to deal with your trust issues. Number 1. You want a fantasy love story. If you believe in fairy tales about finding your Prince Charming or knight in shining armor, you will most likely spend the rest of your life alone. These stories touch our hearts, but they do not reflect reality. If you refuse to accept anything less than fairy tale love, you may have to accept that you will be single for the rest of your life. Do you agree with our top picks? Give us your comments and check out these other interesting videos from Prime Countdown. You are what you think about. Remember to give us the thumbs up if you liked the video. Subscribe and share.